series. The objective of his presentation here are to present to a hostile audience. Being one of those, I'll try to convince them that his point of view has some merit. Mr. Timer, please allow 2 to 3 minutes for the presentation and 4 to 5 minutes for the question and answer period, and to help the rest of us calm down after. Mike first joined Toastmasters in 2013, has served in many roles in the organization, and currently is serving as our club president. He also served in other club officer roles and is as the Area 32 Director. Mike has his Competent Communicator Award and Competent Leader Award. And this particular speech will be number 10 to make him eligible for the Advanced Communicator Bronze Award. The title of Mike's presentation is, "I'm sorry, you're not old." No, I'm not. Please welcome Toastmaster Mike Ward.
An unconventional segue here to add to my introduction, thank you so much, Toastmaster Russ, is this is a public relations advanced communication. Okay, I am supposed to be coming up in front of a group that is hostile. Okay, you heard the title of my speech, "I'm sorry, you're not old." Okay, let me set the stage. Mr. Jim had a great sales presentation, but I heard the phrases senior, and I heard something about old. So, I want to set the stage that Mr. Jim's presentation called you old. If I can have your attention for just a moment, please. I will.
Now range.
Please. Please. I am the public relations representative for Mr. Jim's sales seminars. I do want to publicly acknowledge the fact that he offended you and apologize for that. We are deeply sorry. We do regret his choice of phrase.
That was terrible.
He can't do it, he did it to me.
I do apologize. Now, I would like to make you feel a little bit better by explaining my point of view. I agree with you. I feel the same way.
I feel.
When I heard him say that, I felt in my heart and in my head, I said, oh no, they're not old. They're not seniors.
Yeah.
Old by definition means having lived a long time. So on one hand, we really could look at old as being a compliment.
Yeah, all right.
You have lived a long time, so give yourselves a hand. But at the same time, I understand that long is really subjective. How long is long? To me, I've lived my whole life. That's a long time. To a 12-year-old, just another month until Christmas is a really long time. Okay? So we can all agree that long maybe isn't the best way. We've lived a long life. Maybe that's not the best way to handle it. I also don't really think that you're seniors. That's what we call the last year of high school. Let's leave that to the last year of high school.
Yeah, you could be back in high school.
There you go. Now what I am going to encourage Mr. Jim to say in his future presentations, and I hope that you can agree with me, that I believe y'all are not old, y'all are not seniors, but y'all are older adults. See, I want to use an adjective, the proper way to describe what you are, an adult. You are not an old. You are not a senior. You are an adult. So if I could get you to agree, I think it would be proper and a lot more respectful for Mr. Jim to call you older adults if he's going to choose to use a phrase that means older and not use old. Anybody have any questions for me?
Just don't call me millennial.
I will note that
If
and
we
pass
accept
it
it, we
on.
get that 30%
Yeah.
Jim offered.
Well, we'll have to talk to Mr. Jim about
All
that.
right.
I prefer to be called experienced.
Experience, that is a great way, I will pass that along.
I think Ned expresses it very well, being the most senior member of our club. He prefers us to acknowledge him as most involved person of our club.
Most involved, I will take that down as notes, thank you. Mr. Jim, yes, sir.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out, because it helps us improve, and that's what Toastmasters and what your organization does. I really like the word older. I've heard that speech from Ned, and I should be doing it, so I apologize for saying that. But on the other fact, I know that the general population out there understands the word senior citizen, and it is well accepted as a compliment. I personally like it to think of as the golden years, and if you've gone over the hill, you just go right on up Wisdom's Mountain.
I think we get a lot of jokes from Jim with regards to our older citizens.
Yeah.
I take it, I take exception to that.
Any further questions or comments?
Why does AR Pizza charge an return fee?
It's a very good question.
They think you're old.
We would have to pass that
No,
along to that
I think they're gonna give us
organization.
more benefits. I like that, more benefits. Yeah.
I definitely think they want to make everybody aware. Thank you so much for your participation. I hope I've been able to resolve the situation we had at hand. Thank you.
Well, I feel a little